Adda247 was built upon the promise of providing exemplary content and authentic videos on various competitive examinations, and we have succeeded to reach many who needed guidance and training. Extending our mission, we bring you unique video courses for banking and SSC exams. View, study and prepare anytime and anywhere. Now, government job in your pocket.
Hello everyone, this is Akansha.
This is Ratnesh Shukla.
And today we are here to discuss about the vacancy of Federal Bank.
Okay, so students, after the quite long time you have been waiting for the information about Federal Bank's vacancies. As for the guidelines of the bank, exactly they haven't mentioned the exact number of vacancies, I believe. Okay,
they haven't mentioned this in their notification.
But still, we expect that there are a good number of vacancies for clerical and officers scale 2.
Both.
But as far as the examination and other things are concerned, we must entertain you with all the required information. So ma'am, what do you think, what exactly students require here, and what they need exactly to know about the, exactly when they don't know the number of vacancies, but they must know about the graduation, everything related to emoluments and anything else. What do you think?
See, I don't think that the number of vacancy anyhow matters. I don't believe in that. You only need just a single seat. आपको सिर्फ एक सीट की ज़रूरत है. आप मल्टीपल सीट पे बैठने वाले नहीं हो. तो हमें नंबर ऑफ वैकेंसीज अगर इन्होंने बता दिया होता प्रिविलेज था, अगर नहीं भी बताया वी आर लीस्ट इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट. हम आते हैं अपनी कोर थिंग पे. सबसे अमेजिंग यहाँ पे ये है कि यहाँ पे आपके पास क्लैरिकल और ऑफिसर दोनों कैडर की वैकेंसी एक साथ है. और देखिए जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, कुछ डेट्स के रिगार्डिंग इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है. ठीक है, आपका registration opening date hai, sir?
Okay, the opening date for online registration gateway that opens on 2nd June, that is 2/6/2017. Again, the closing date of online registration gateway, that is 16/06/2017, that is 16th of June. Fine students, and online test, that is tentative date. Remember that it's a tentative date, it's 24th of June. Isn't it? 24/06/2017. Now, this is the important dates you have to remember about this. And moving further, we must talk about the criteria, the eligibility criteria. So, what do you think?
Regarding the eligibility one, clerical के लिए candidate shall not exceed of 24 years of age. आपकी maximum 24 होनी चाहिए as on 1st of June 2017. Okay? And for the officer one, it is the last age limit is 26 years. Again, the date is same as of 1st of June 2017.
Okay. So this was the eligibility criteria, and the educational qualifications may differ from clerk to officer. And I must tell you that students, the candidates who had completed the graduation with minimum 55%. I'm talking about the clerical grade for science discipline, and that is the 55% minimum for the science background student, and for the other background students require 50% of marks. And streams during academic 2006, that is regular mode. Fine. Not that I say they call what they say different mode of the graduation. That is, I believe, what do they call it?
They haven't mentioned it here.
Exactly. That is different mode of graduation. I believe that is they sit at home and they learn what the kind of learning. That is a kind of university-based education. They don't go to the colleges, and they don't require that kind of graduation here. They are simply saying that. And the most important one, the clerical, they should have obtained minimum 60% marks for in 10th standard. You must have obtained around it's exactly 60%. Okay, and equivalent marks also 60% for +2 examination equivalent. यहाँ पर graduation के लिए मैम इन्होंने बताया है कि 55% science background के लिए और 50% other streams के लिए, और 10th और 12th के जो marks हैं that are 60%.
This was for clerical one. And if we are talking about the officer one, officers के लिए आपको post graduation candidate who had completed post graduation in any discipline with minimum 60% marks, आपका minimum 60% होना चाहिए PG में for the officer one, और आपके पास 60% in SSC और 60% marks in +2 and it is not or. Now this time they are saying एंड 60% मार्क्स फॉर ग्रेजुएशन।
Yeah.
आपका ये ऑफिसर कैडर के लिए एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया है।
Yeah.
अब हम आते हैं अपनी जो सबसे बेसिक, जो सबसे कोर सेक्शन होता है हमारा। आफ्टर ऑल ये लोग टेस्ट में कंडक्ट करा क्या रहे हैं। सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द क्लरिकल वन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। यहाँ पे आपके पास टोटल 6 सेक्शंस हैं। आपके पास है इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, रीजनिंग, न्यूमेरिकल एबिलिटी एंड जनरल अवेयरनेस, जो हम यूजुअली देखते हैं, बट नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस और नंबर ऑफ मार्क्स डिफर कर रहे हैं। कंप्यूटर अवेयरनेस के आपको 10 क्वेश्चन दिए जा रहे हैं 10 मार्क्स के, और आपको बैंकिंग और सोशियो इकोनॉमिक जनरल से अगेन 10 क्वेश्चन ऑफ 10 मार्क्स, रिगार्डिंग न्यूमेरिकल एबिलिटी 20 क्वेश्चन ऑफ 20 मार्क्स, रिगार्डिंग रीजनिंग द सेम थिंग 20 क्वेश्चन 20 मार्क्स, एंड रिगार्डिंग इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज ऑल्सो द सेम वन 20 क्वेश्चन 20 मार्क्स। यू हैव वन एडिशनल सेक्शन एंड दैट इज द डिजिटल बैंकिंग। अब ये आपको थोड़ा एक नया वर्ड लग रहा होगा, डिजिटल बैंकिंग। ये कुछ न्यू नहीं है। It is also associated in your general awareness
obviously.
only. Digital banking means the banking which comes in the online track.
Paperless banking mean to say, हाँ?
ये आपका डिजिटल बैंकिंग। अब आप इसमें डिजिटल बैंकिंग में कोई बहुत मेस्ड अप मत होइएगा, कोई डिफरेंट सेक्शन नहीं है आपसे। इसमें जो इट इज ऑल्सो समथिंग रिलेटेड टू बैंकिंग अवेयरनेस बट बेस्ड ऑन द डिजिटल मोड। आपको इस सेक्शन में जो क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे वो डिजिटल बैंकिंग से एसोसिएटेड होंगे। फॉर एन एग्जांपल क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड, ऑल दीज थिंग, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग, आपसे इसी से एसोसिएटेड क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे। एंड द टाइम फॉर द क्लरिकल वन इज 60 minutes. And the total number of questions are 90. Marks are again 90. और आपको जो समय दिया जा रहा है वो सिर्फ 1 घंटा है।
It means every question comprises of 1 mark. And remember the negative marking is 0.25.
Yeah, that's the standard one.
The 0.25 is the negative marking for the clerical. And again, if we talk about for the officer cadre, I must say that there are again 6 sections, as ma'am told you that all the 6 sections are there. There's no common one, and also the digital banking. Ma'am also told you students that marketing and sales aptitude is also an additional one. And all the sections are comprising 30 marks and 30 questions. It means every question comprises one single mark, and they are 150. Now in the clerical cadre there were 20 questions, and a last 3 comprise 10 questions each. But in this particular officer cadre, it's talking about that all the sections, like I'll now tell you exactly how many questions are there in every section. As far as English language is concerned, 30 questions with 30 marks. Logical aptitude, 30 questions, 30 marks. Quants, numerical ability, that is 30 questions, again 30 marks. And general socio-economic banking awareness, 25 questions, 25 marks. Marketing sales aptitude, 20 questions, 20 marks. Again, digital banking comprise 15 questions and 15 marks. Altogether, they make 150 questions and of 150 marks. Composite time, I believe, is 90 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's a simple difference between clerical cadre and the officers one. So you have to remember this thing, and you can prepare yourself with this particular criteria.
But guys, the interesting thing is this, that pan India, you have just the selected venues for your online test. Both for the clerical and the officer cadre one. आपके पास clerical में कुछ सिलेक्टेड वेन्यूज ही हैं, ऑफिसर में भी कुछ ही सिलेक्टेड हैं, और जो भी हैं उसमें 90% करीब साउदर्न रीजन में ही, साउथ साइड में ही हैं। आप फॉर्म अप्लाई करिएगा तो एक बार आप इनके सेंटर्स का नाम देख लीजिएगा कि आफ्टर ऑल सेंटर्स हैं तो हैं कहाँ कहाँ।
Apeksha Mishra, I hope she is asking that PG is compulsory for PO. The PG means to say post graduation. I didn't see that Federal Bank is asking for the same.
Yeah, they are asking for the officer cadre one.
Yeah. For the
but
clerical
not for
one,
the
they
clerical
are
one.
not for the clerical, they are asking for PG. But for that officers one, they are asking. Postgraduate.
Yeah,
I believe they are asking for the postgraduate one. Yeah.
In so any discipline with minimum 60%
with
marks.
60% marks. Remember that.
Okay sir, आप फिर English के regarding आप बच्चों को क्या suggestion देना चाहेंगे?
Students, as far as you see that the paper, all the exams availing in the today's scenario, I believe that there is a common kind of questions, common kind of criteria lined up for the students among the aspirants. And what I feel is the maximum of the focus is on the comprehension part. What I believe, if you can focus on the part of your comprehension, and you easily build up your the learning procedure of maintaining the comprehension and easily making an handover over how to comprehend the section. Either it is closed test, either it is common spotting errors, or fill in the blanks, whatever the question they are asking. I believe if any aspirant is looking forward to building up his particular skill over the English language, he has to comprehend well whatever the section is. First of all, if we talk purely, that is the core part of the core content of the English language, it comprises comprehension passage, which I believe in any of the exams is asked nowadays. Yeah. So you have to build up a very good skill over this particular section, that is comprehension. The comprehension doesn't mean exactly to solve the passage. What I mean here to say is you need to build up your hand on the how to comprehend complete section. That is how to comprehend the rearrangement, how to comprehend the spotting errors, how to comprehend the fillers, close tests, everything. What you have to do, you have to be a good reader. For being a good paper solver, you say, you have to be a good reader, because if you're a good reader, you can comprehend the things what they have given, they want expect you to. Exactly, examiner expects something from the examinee, what I think. Yeah. So it's very necessary for you students to understand how well you can comprehend the exam, and for that purpose you must have a good hand over your grammar skills and also your comprehension skills. So both are required at equal end. So okay. Ma'am, rest you can say.
One more important information is there regarding the domicile one. See, for the clerical one, the place of domicile of candidates applying for the post of clerk should be located in the states, namely Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Punjab or Tamil Nadu. This one is for the clerical one. And for the officer one, the state are Gujarat, Goa, Haryana, Karnataka, Odisha, Punjab or Tamil Nadu. This is the most important information. And you have a service agreement also. For the clerical one, it is of 2 years, and for the officer cadre one, it is again the 2 years.
Many times students do ask that, is there any kind of bond process of
that? That only I'm saying, that's service agreement. It is a sort of bond only. The another name for bond, you can also say that the service agreement is bond only of 2 years. Clerical के लिए आपके पास 2 साल का बॉन्ड है. अगर आप इसको ब्रेक कर रहे हैं तो आपको देना पड़ेगा 30,000 रुपीज, ठीक है, बैंक को. ऑफिसर कैडर के लिए 2 years का बॉन्ड है और आपको देना पड़ेगा अगर आप ब्रेक कर रहे हैं तो 50,000 अमाउंट.
As you know, many organizations are out there carrying a kind of paper saying it's a bond. It can be a shit also, where you need to understand exactly what they carry. But in exactly banks, they exactly have a kind of bond paper, and it is something which they mean. So you have to understand.
Moreover, यहाँ पे आपका पहले written process होगा, then you followed up by the group discussion, and then there will be the interview also. हालांकि यहाँ पे इन्होंने mention भी किया है कि वो बैंक अपने convenience के according change भी कर सकता है. Change क्या कर सकता है? यही आपका GD और PI को change कर सकता है. शायद इनमें से किसी एक को कर दे या शायद दोनों को कर दे.
Obviously. So anything if you want to ask anything, any kind of query you have.
One more important thing, the application fees. For the clerical one, for the general and others are 500. For SC/ST candidates, it's 250 rupees. For the officer one, general, and for the others one, it is 700. And for SC/ST, it's 350 rupees.
The students are asking that post-graduation is mandatory for PO. For officer scales, I must say that Shurubhi Madan, it's very necessary. Ma'am has already told you that it's very necessary for the officer's grade, but not for the clerical, I believe.
No, not for the clerical.
So you are free to apply for the clerical post.
See, most of the time फेडरल की जब भी वैकेंसी आती है इसमें पीजी की रिक्वायरमेंट रखी ही जाती है और 60% का क्राइटेरिया रखता है. दिस इज नथिंग न्यू लाइक दैट. ये हमेशा इसी ट्रैक को फॉलो ऑन करते आए हैं. ओके, सो गाइस, अगर मैं पेपर पैटर्न, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने सारे इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कशन कर लिए हैं, अगर पेपर पैटर्न की बात करी जाए तो यहाँ पे देख के लग रहा है कि नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन तो नेवर माइंड हमारे पास कम है, बट अगर नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन कम है तो समय भी हमारे इन्होंने उसी ऑर्डर में डिक्रीज कर दिया है. क्लैरिकल के लिए आपको 60 मिनट दिए गए हैं, ऑफिसर कैडर के लिए आपको 90 मिनट्स दिए गए हैं. मतलब अगेन द सेम थिंग, जो रेस होगी वो यही समय की ही रेस होगी, अटेम्प्ट की ही रेस होगी. है ना?
But I believe that the part they have comprised is quite well, but the way they can design the exam might be different as we compare to the SBI or say the IBPS exams might be different. But students, you must be aware with all the things, all the required information regarding all the exams pattern and all the questions which are being taught in the live sessions by all the team of us. So it's very necessary to be aware, have the correct information. That is more required.
देखिए, एक जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है, आई डोंट थिंक कि इनके पेपर का लेवल इतना हायर होगा जितना हम वी यूज टू सी इन IBPS और SBI. इतना हाई नहीं होगा, लेकिन हम अच्छा मान के भी नहीं चल सकते हैं. अच्छा भी नहीं होने वाला है, बहुत कन्वीनियंट भी नहीं होगा. एनी हाउ अगर कुछ भी होगा तो मॉडरेट हो जाएगा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट रीजनिंग, तो रीजनिंग में मेरे हिसाब से आपको सिंगल लाइनर क्वेश्चन को पहले टारगेट करना चाहिए.
The most important thing that student is asking that if you have any kind of information that Apurva Parashar is asking, ma'am sir, मेन टॉपिक बताइए अदर स्टेट्स में क्या अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, क्या जो दूसरे स्टेट से हैं वो अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, इस टाइप की इंफॉर्मेशन क्या?
सी देखिए, इन्होंने अब डोमिसाइल मांगा है, तो डोमिसाइल आई डोंट थिंक कि आप हर स्टेट का दे पाएंगे. आप उसी स्टेट का डोमिसाइल दे पाएंगे जहां पे आप ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट कर रहे हैं.
या ऑब्वियसली, तो डोमिसाइल वाला पॉइंट यहाँ पर उन्होंने दिया है, ऐड किया है.
जब डोमिसाइल का पॉइंट यहाँ पे दिया गया है,
तो
अदर स्टेट वाले थोड़ा सा एक बार नोटिफिकेशन को ध्यान से पढ़ लीजिएगा. मैं आपको डोमिसाइल वाले जितने भी स्टेट्स हैं, मैंने आपको अभी अभी नाम बताए हैं उनके सारे.
इन्होंने मेंशन किया एग्जैक्टली. मैम ने जस्ट मैम एज हैज told you that exactly there are some places.
Yeah.
She told you the name exactly. So you must remember them, and while applying for the particular post, you must rethink. Okay.
Yeah.
So where were the places? I believe there were some places. Okay. Don't we? We have told you exactly how many places, but in the form, that basic information, the criteria which they have generated, you can read out that particular brochure, that it's very much required, the domicile thing. So you have to understand. Okay.
They are requiring the candidate shall keep ready the domicile certificate issued by competent authority. Yeah. और आपके लिए मैं फिर से एक बार नाम ले रही हूँ. क्लैरिकल के लिए आपके पास जो स्टेट्स के नाम है, गुजरात, कर्नाटका, केरला, महाराष्ट्र, पंजाब और तमिलनाडु.
This is for clerk.
This one is for clerical one. For the officer cadre one is Gujarat, Goa, Haryana, Karnataka, Odisha, Punjab और तमिलनाडु.
Yeah. So you have to have that kind of the place of domicile. You must carry that kind of document. Okay?
This is the necessary requirement. This is the necessary paperwork. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. ये आपको वहाँ पे ये एक वो जब आप देने जाओगे या फ्यूचर आप प्रोसेसिंग में जाओगे, इंटरव्यू के फेज में पहुँचोगे, तो ये सारी चीज़ें, पेपर वर्क, ये सर्टिफिकेट, वो आपको वहाँ पे उस समय देना पड़ेगा.
You have to be with the kind of documents completed at the time of your final round. Right?
Okay.
So I believe, ma'am, they are up to all the queries and all the queries and all the relative information is done with. So we can.
Okay. So there is one query also. Will there be SBI Clerk this year? See, till now we don't have any sort of notification, any idea about that. But I think that definitely SBI will come with this clerical vacancy this year also. But ये सिर्फ prediction है. This is just a prediction.
It's not a public sector bank, I believe. Federal bank. It's a private sector bank.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
a private sector.
So it's a private sector bank. Remember this. Okay. Any other query? Okay. I believe the students are clear with all their queries, and we are.
And you have some selected centers also. Okay. You don't have pan India center, lots of centers, selected centers हैं. आप एक बार उन नोटिफिकेशन के थ्रू एक बार चले जाइएगा. अगर वो सेंटर्स आपके रीच में होंगे, आप जाने में कंफर्टेबल होंगे, then definitely go for it. अगर आपको कुछ डाउटफुल लग रहा है, then it's your call.
And finally, Pravinder Kaur, we have already covered the part of the age criteria and the eligibility criteria both in the starting of the video. You can go, you can select that part particular and view it again. Fine. So I believe we are done with all the relevant information. So we are signing off with this particular session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Adda247 was built upon the promise of providing exemplary content and authentic videos on various competitive examinations, and we have succeeded to reach many who needed guidance and training. Extending our mission, we bring you unique video courses for banking and SSC exams. View study and prepare anytime and anywhere. Now, government job in your pocket.